This surprise patch is amazing. It brings Quickplay features, new legendary gloves, fractal incursions, as well as free, so to say, Omnipotion for fractals. Yes, you heard that right. Amazing features just dropped in Guild Wars 2. So be sure to watch the whole video to not miss out of thing how to get those and how to actually interact with all of them. As always, special shout out to all my dear supporters that help me keep the lights on, and now without much further ado, let's jump straight in with the first part. Yes, we got a new feature introduced in Guild Wars 2 as some kind of beta, yes, but still it works, which is Quickplay. Quickplay is a very cool idea that is just currently for new players implemented for that want to play fractals. So it's only in the fractal tier 1, and all of the fractals in there, it's I think 10 of them, are so to say mates very easy, and you can do it on scale 1, so to say, as a 5-person group that you get matchmade with. So it's really like a public matchmaking system. So you just press I want to play and I get a random fractal and a random group assigned to myself, and I can get this in there and get it done. This is, so to say, the first part of a stepping stone to get into instance contents, and should help like casual players or open world only players getting into fractals. This is the whole idea there. And I think that's an amazing feature. Of course, this is just a start. If that works very well, maybe they will introduce that further, I hope. But it's definitely something that is the right step, and I was not expecting that, to be honest. And it looks really cool, and you don't also have to mention that the fractals in there are somewhat adjusted so that you are almost having no fail state. It's really like if there is one person that doesn't know anything about the fractal, that's okay. You don't have to have everyone standing on the platform, for example, in the dredge facility fractal, where you need to do, everyone has to do the puzzle mechanic where you have to stand on this specific platforms to open the doors. There is one player is enough. It's adjusted so that as soon as one player does the platforms, it's fine. And that's very helpful to get into that, so you are not getting frustrated or even toxic if you are a veteran that just wants to complete it but has 4 friends with them that they are just very like new and don't know what to do. Then it's still able to be completed. And this is very important, this Quickplay feature. It's very easy to get into, as you can see in the background, and you can do so by using the LFG or talking to this flag. But in general, it's very important that you try it out while it's running, and it will stay in the game for that after that, as far as I know. And very cool feature. And why is that important? Because it helps you getting into this special event that is currently happening. The event will last for, I think, 4 weeks, and this will be a 2-part event. So the first part will be fractal incursions. They are just randomly happening, I think, in 4 maps in the Corteria. They will spawn some random fractal bosses that you have to kill, and you get some rewards for them. It's not crazy rewards, but you progress some kind of events and achievements that you need to get for the legendary gloves and for other cool stuff. So the legendary gloves are the last reward of a long achievement that you have to get done, and it interacts with a lot of other achievements like dailies and weeklies that you need to do for the fractal incursions, especially also for the Quickplay. You have to do a lot of Quickplay to get to this legendary gloves. And the legendary gloves are free. You just have to complete a lot of different steps in these achievements and you get there. It's completely free. It's somewhat similar to the Return to achievement for the Prismatic Regalia amulet. That's about it. It's quite similar. Very cool skin, in my opinion. During this event, and only during this event, you can actually get a universal legendary starter weapon key, which allows you to kickstart any first generation legendary weapon, which is obviously really, really good. So if you're a new player, veteran, that's a really good item. And of course, there are also other cool rewards in there, like 2 backslot expansions. And they also updated the Wizard's Vault with some new bonus objectives so that you can spend your Astral Claim on. Before I talk about how it works though and what you can get, I want to mention, if you like this video and want to stay up to date, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. But now let's talk about how the gloves actually work. So you equip the gloves like a normal skin and they look quite nice, but then when you draw your weapon and are in combat, your weapon gets a specific effect, like some kind of infusion for your weapon. And the cool part here is that this is on top of the tip of the weapon. So if it's a spear, it's on top of the spear tip, and if it's a pistol, it's on top of the barrel. So it's very cool in that regard. And that's the best part, in my opinion. You can change the color of this infusion. Yes, you heard that right. We have now colorable weapon auras, so to say. And that's really cool. And this, to get to this, you have to engage with even more of those quick plays and the incursions to get more of those specific dust that you can then purchase some kind of lenses, I think they are called, to change the color of it. And you can actually, if you have 2 weapons equipped, which can be the case, of course, if you're pistol, for example, You can have one red one and one yellow one on. That's really nice, so you can change up how it looks and really adjust it to your specific character's needs and fashion. So really cool feature. I'm just very hyped about it, and definitely for someone that engaged this is with Fashion Wars 2 very much, it's definitely a very, very good feature to come. And this is not the only one. Like I said, we can also now get from the Wizard's Vault for 1000 Astral Acclaim an infinite fractal Omnipotion. Yes, you heard that right. That is one of the best items to get for fractals, and it's one of the hardest items to acquire because it needs a lot of resources from fractals to get there. And now you get it, so to say, for only 1000 Astral Acclaim, which is, in my opinion, almost free to get because we get some nice stuff as well. And this season is anyway longer with the delay of the expansion, so you probably have Astral Acclaim lying around. And this is really, really good in my opinion, and it's very good stepping stone for players that are not yet Fractal Gods and therefore can get the use out of this Omnipotion and maybe even have not played Fractals yet. It's the best time to start right now. The interesting part regarding the Omnipotion here is that it's a specific other rarity, so it's exotic, and normal one that you would get from Fractals is Ascended. So you can get both of them. So for me, for example, a player that plays regular Fractals already had the Omnipotion. I don't get any value from getting a second one, you might think. However, you can still purchase it and turn it in at the vendor where you get the legendary gloves from and get specific progress for the achievements with this. So it's actually helping you to get the legendary gloves or the skins and stuff on top of that. So it's actually for every single player, it's worth it to purchase this Omnipotion. So be sure to do that before it runs out in the season. And I also want to mention some other additional notes here. It's the incursion event is an event that progresses with time. So it's somewhat time gated how to progress to it. But you can get the legendary gloves after that as well, so it stays forever in that regard, the achievements at least. Not necessarily the event progress, but the achievements for the legendary gloves, and you can still get the legendary gloves completely because the Quickplay feature again will stay permanently. This is the good part, and very good part for players that can't stay and play every single week and every single day. It doesn't matter, you will get there in the end. Maybe not as fast as someone that plays every single day, but you will get there. And then another note regarding the legendary gloves. Yes, there are different rates. So you get light, medium, heavy armor for the gloves. So you have 3 different gloves and you can only get one of them for free. So for me that plays all classes, I have to get the first one and then I have to purchase the other copies of this for the medium and heavy or light, whatever I choose first. I don't have to purchase, but the other 2 I have to purchase from a specific vendor, and they cost resources again. So like normal legendaries, you just purchase, so to say, the same skin and the somewhat similar item from a vendor after you got the first ones. So the first ones are free, just complete the achievements, and the second and third ones you have to get and invest some gold again, which is in my opinion completely fair, as this is some kind of completionist act, and I think it's nice of them that they have now a second free legendary, which is obviously really cool. Yeah, those I think are all the additional notes, but I might have forgotten something, so please bear with me. And more videos to come about this in the future for sure. And now for our PvP friends, we actually get a surprise on top of that as well. Push is launching today and is now effectively permanently in the game. They also made some new adjustments as well on that, so that there is some new balancing with the barrier effectiveness and support. That's quite cool. And we also have some new teleports in there and some other map adjustments. So for example, that you can't grieve before the game starts, or that you have some more visual effects and stuff, and location of secondary objects changed. So amazing news. And in general, this is a great patch, and I will give it a try on every single stream and every single day and play this for the next 4 weeks for sure, because I really think this is an amazing feature. Not only the quick play, but also this legendary gloves and infusion. It's amazing. I'm just very hyped up. Let me know your takes in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this quick review. If you want to see more guides about this, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well. Thanks again to all my supporters, and I hope to see you all in the next video.